What's going on YouTube? Brendan for Market Makers. Guys, my new video format, this will be short and sweet, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, somewhere in that range. And of course, I'll be making special videos that are much longer and more in-depth with a lot more commentary. But I want to give you the information you need and give it to you quickly so you can go about your busy day. And please smash the like button for me. Hit the subscribe button. Guys, all the links if you want to learn how to trade, if you want to come get education and be part of a fantastic community of 6,000 people, check out our Discord in the video description, as well as our sponsor BITGET in the video description. Totally anonymous trading with just an email, no VPN required. Fantastic platform. All right, guys, let's go ahead and look at this. We're going to focus on the daily here because the daily is where all the action is. I know the scalping and everything's at much smaller time frames, but this is where the peak resistance is. Got a lot of things going on in the marketplaces. I have my index video coming out as well as my commodities video. So take a look at those if you want to know what's going on with gold, what's going on with oil, which hit a 15-year high, and gold, which is just rocketing, okay? But Bitcoin's holding up well, even though the indexes are dumping. The Dow dumped 800 yesterday, down another 180 today. We've got to look at our resistances here, guys. Here's the 144, this blue line, the 144 EMA. It was our resistance here. The 233 at that point was below us. As you can see, the 233 became our new top, as well as the 144, and once again here. So key resistance area. We're focusing on the daily because the daily patterns have a lot of power, okay? Both in candlestick patterns and in harmonic X5 Fibonacci structures. So what we're looking at here is a Gartley. I have my Gartley at 48.018. This could become a butterfly and have a much higher target, but neither of these patterns would matter. This is what matters, okay? And again, a common TA principle is a higher low. And I notice when I'm speaking really fast, sometimes I say lower highs. I don't know. That's my tinge of dyslexia, I guess. But common TA principle, your higher low structure. So again, overall bearish trend, Bitcoin down minus 44%, but micro trend again is holding up bullish, okay? But this doesn't matter until we flip these resistances. And we've been talking about the Ichi pattern, talking about hooking around Ichi. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. I changed the color of my clouds for you guys. You like that? So you can see it easier. Our moving averages are all still above us, okay? So this is still a bearish thing, but look at the cloud. Look how thin that resistance is. Extremely thin cloud compared to this big fat cloud. And again, for any of the new viewers, this is because as you get these wave actions, you are filling orders. People are selling, people are buying, and you're holding key support levels. So let's go ahead and lay our fibs down on top of this as well, in case any of you missed that. We're gonna do an up projection for our fib, and we're gonna go to this January 24th swing low up here on the daily time frame to February 11th down to February 24th. And as you can see, our 382 is our ceiling. You see this? The 382 is the ceiling. We're wicking it and getting rejected. That's at 39,264. The 0.5 is 40,790. And no, I do not think it's a coincidence. Look at the 618. The 618 at 42,316 here on BitGet. And look at the top of the cloud. So the top of the cloud is pretty much lined up with the 618, the most commonly retraced 2 fib. And as well, you have these slowly descending, the 233 and the 144. And again, this date around here is somewhere mid-March, okay? You got, I mean, after March, on March 18th, you hit the really thin part of resistance here. That's the first entry point right here where my crosshair is. And then it gets a little bit thicker, but as you can see, but something else to note here, the cloud is getting lower. You see this? It's descending, meaning it's going to start pushing price down. If price just keeps getting rejected, moving along, can't go anywhere, moving along, it's going to push price down lower unless we can pop through here. So it's something to pay attention to. Man, I say that phrase a lot, but it literally is something to pay attention to, because this coming down here, this 618 right here, 42,316, guys, very, very key area, because you could see this hookup pattern form the type of cup we've been talking about, make a couple little waves, and then try to pump through, hit the 618, and you could easily get this type of pattern where you have candles pumping through the 233. I drew that really badly. My Bob Ross skills are not on point tonight, but the candles pumping through, and then you descend, okay? And you try it again, a second attempt, and then you could get a big descension. Second attempt rejections are often much stronger than the first attempt, so we have to see if we can flip that. Going to be difficult to do because you need to watch my index video, my commodities videos, and you'll understand what's going on in the world. Something that we all need to watch. I almost said pay attention to. Let's check out our volatility real quick, because the volatility, let me throw the caterpillar on here and turn Ichi off. I am a creature of habit. You know, in real life, I don't say the same things over and over again, although maybe people in the room would tell you guys differently. Let's put the caterpillar on. And let's see what this bottling up is doing. And we are bottling up nicely. You see this? We are tunneling up nicely. So I do anticipate that hook move up to try to hit that 233, try to hit this 618. If you can flip that, the one fib's at 47,255, but then you have the problem of the bearish Gartley, and we have volume problems as we ascend as well. Now, coinciding with giving confluence to the caterpillar is the ATR. You see this? So your ATR is descending. Remember, the way that you can use ATR, I have training videos on this in the room, but the way that you can use ATR at home, you can put down a common retracement line where you see that it's been retracing to like here, and you can see how close we are to it, okay? Now, this hasn't been giving us a big pump. The deeper the retracement, oftentimes the deeper or the higher the pump will be. Now that pump on the ATR, remember, it's unidirectional. So the ATR pumps up whether you are dumping or pumping, okay? So just just keep that in mind. God, I gotta come up with a broader vocabulary skill set. Let's go ahead and turn this off now, and let's look at the VPVR and see what our volume issues are here. See where our peak volume is. Oh yeah, see the peak volume, look at that. The peak volume, well, when you pull in more candles, your peak volume's above you right here at that point D area. And that's going to be a problem. And even if it's down here, when you're going back to, where are we going back to here? This is December 4th. Let's pull this in a little bit more. I want to see how many candles we have to get in. So if we pull in more candles, basically going back to August, okay, that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot of candles. But it has your peak volume. You see this trading range? Because of all these candle clusters up here, you have this peak volume. Now remember, volume is resistance and it's support, and you have it right here with the pattern. You're married to this. So this area is going to be huge resistance if you flip the 233, 144. And of course, you do have a lot of other moving averages beneath you. Let's go ahead and zoom this back in and see where that peak volume resistance lowers down to. That lowers down to roughly 41,685. So 41,685 is very close to 42,316 for the 618. So again, another area of peak resistance. And remember, the 233 and the 144 are descending. Let's go ahead and turn that guy off. And let's just look at these other moving averages. Let's just see where they are. Where's the 21? 21's above us. It's the dotted white line, okay? 21 is above us, so everything's going to be above us. You're 34, you're 55, and you're 89. Look at that. All of your moving averages are above you. So you see this is an uphill climb, which is why I do expect, based on the other indexes dumping as well, us to get our pump and then really have a difficult time flipping key resistance. And I think, you know, it will be great to get up here at that 47, 48K range. And then we got to deal with that volume profile line as well as a bearish harmonic pattern. So this will be an interesting challenge, but this is really the big test, okay? If we can flip the smaller moving averages, we still got to come up and flip the 618, and then we got to flip these. So you could see us pump up, hit it, maybe come back down, maybe try again, hopefully hold support, and then make a double bottom and pump up through it. Try that one fib at 47,255. It is a big ask. It is a big ask because the indexes aren't healthy as well, but there's always relief rallies. There's always killer rallies and bear markets as well. And again, Bitcoin is holding up in a lot of ways better than some of these indexes. Like I said, the Dow dropped 800 points yesterday, another 180 today, entered correction territory. The NASDAQ is now officially in a death cross, with the Russell 2K in a death cross, with Bitcoin in a death cross. Not a coincidence. Those two indexes in Bitcoin, hyperspec tech stocks, guys. All of them are in a death cross, with the NASDAQ having over 45% now of the stocks in that index are minus 50% or more off their all-time high. Bitcoin minus 44%. All right, guys, that's your video today. As I said, all the links to Twitter, everything is in the video description. Check out my commodities video and index video coming out next. And please make sure to smash the like button. Help me out in the algorithm. Really would appreciate it. Have a great night, everybody.